I'd like to hear you talk a little bit about the series of future states in general. Why is it important for us to be looking into the future and forecasting into the future in this way in particular?
What I find interesting about the Future State series is instead of learning from our history, we're learning from our future. So people always say you learn from from your mistakes and what you've done, and this is almost forecasting what the like the cause and effect. So what's the effect of those mistakes that we're currently making? So I guess it's a series of socially conscious films set in the future that will hopefully give us a glimpse into that future that we're creating for ourselves, and how our gigantic environmental footprint will affect society and what our future looks like.
What is it specifically about the social issues at the center of your film that really drew you in? I mean, what was it that made you decide to specifically focus on the environment and in particular scarcity of water?
So my film was inspired by the true life story of Mono Lake, which is a lake that was once a freshwater lake, that because we channeled water to Los Angeles, this lake was devastated, the entire ecosystem. So these huge salt formations were created in this lake. So I think my film was a futuristic fairy tale and a fable about a young girl going on a journey to find her dying sister water, and it was taking something that's a true story of something that happened years ago that we clearly didn't learn from, and placing it in the future and seeing what, on a grander scale, what the future looks like if we continue to waste water in that way.
What was your process by which you constructed the story, and what is it about your particular artistic sensibility that informed your creative decisions?
Well, I think my Future State short is probably a little bit different than other people's because it's very whimsical, and it's a fairy tale. It's a future fairy tale, and it's this story that a sister tells her little sister to give her hope. And I know for me, I grew up with Persian fairy tales, and it was like this escape, and it kind of opened up this other universe for me. So I wanted to take that format of a fairy tale and bring that to life. I thought the whole experience was so serendipitous to just have the opportunity to do something that's really socially significant and talks about the environment, but also is entertaining and in a format that people can relate with, because we've all heard fairy tales from our grandparents or from our parents.